I rise to propose to your Lordship's House that this report not be received, that consideration of this bill not proceed at this time. I move this way reflecting the fact that many people I've spoken to, few believe that the government is truly ready to proceed with the schools bill. There are three reasons I would posit for that. First, we've been through 3 education secretaries in 3 days. We now have a caretaker Prime Minister and a caretaker government. And perhaps the less said about the behaviour of a new Education Minister, the better. The National Education Union has really said all that needs to be said on that matter. A caretaker Secretary of Education may not, in our unwritten dysfunctional constitution, accreted over centuries of historical accident, have a technical meaning, but it has a practical one. With a new Prime Minister due in a couple of months, there's a very good chance that we will have a 4th Education Secretary. The second reason, were this to be a carefully thought-through, long-panned reform developed over a long period of consultation and reflection with clear goals in mind, a perhaps temporary, if long-running perturbation in the government might not be a significant impediment to progress. But it's nothing like that. We have the government agreeing to pull one major element of the bill, the first part of the bill that presumably was its primary reason for bringing the bill, promising to introduce an alternative approach in the other place, and that it will allow future extended debate in your Lordship's House. A promise that will have to be followed by a new government, a new team of people most likely, no insult intended to anyone still in post. The third reason why we should not proceed today is that the remaining parts of this bill are a hodgepodge, a controversial hodgepodge that is produced in my mailbag, and I have no doubt that of many other Labor lords, cries of fear and horror. As usual, your Lordship's House is trying to modestly improve the bill with a series of votes planned for this afternoon. But a bad law is surely worse, particularly in the current circumstances, than no law at all. Our schools would be better off without the extra confusion and disruption created by a half-cooked bill proceeding to the other place, to allow them and the department to concentrate on the triple epidemics they face: the continuing epidemic of COVID, the crisis of mental ill health and stress afflicting pupils, teachers and other staff, and the cost of living crisis that is hitting school and family budgets so hard. My Lords, if we proceed now, we're trying to put a few patches on a sow's ear. That's not progress, not the right direction for your Lordship's House. Instead, let's leave our education system and department to settle down, to seek stability and certainty where it can find it, rather than contributing to its problems.